Hi boys and girls, welcome back to Penny's Reading Nook. I'm here at the Patch Office today, and today, guess what? We're going to talk about a letter of the alphabet. We're going to talk about the letter F today, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into our book. This is My F Book, written by Jane Bell Moncure, illustrated by Colin King. All right. Little F had a box. I will find things that begin with my sound, she said, the F. I will put them into my sound box. Little F found a fishing rod. She caught 4 fish. Did she put the fishing rod and the 4 fish into her box? Yes, she did. And then she caught 5 fat frogs. Did she put the 5 fat frogs into the box with the fishing rod and the 4 fish? Yes, she did. Then little F walked through a forest of fir trees. She put a fir tree into her box. I will leave the other fir trees in the forest, she said. Suddenly she saw a fox. It was a funny fox. I will put this funny fox into my box, said little F. What funny things I have in my box. I have a fishing rod, 4 fish, 5 frogs, a fir tree, and a fox. Little F came to a fence. She climbed over the fence and saw a field of flowers. She filled her box with flowers. Then little F saw a farmhouse. The farmer ran from the farmhouse. Fire, he cried. The farmhouse is on fire. Help! Fire, fire, cried little F. She ran back through the field of flowers, over the fence, through the fir forest, and all the way to the fire station. Fire, 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 she shouted. The farmhouse is on fire. And she rang the fire alarm. 5 firefighters jumped on a fire engine. Little F wanted to help. They gave little F a fire hose, a firefighter's hat, boots, and a firefighter's coat. Then the fire engine went fast. The firefighters put out the fire. Thank you, said the farmer. Thank little F, said the 5 firefighters. She is our friend. Then the firefighters took little F and her box back to the fire station. Little F opened her box and took out the funny fox. She played with all of her things. Fishing rod, 4 fish, my oh my, what fun. 5 fat frogs, fox, flowers, and fir tree. Can you read these words with little F? Feet, fan, fork, flute, flag, fly, fingers, and field of flowers. The end. Whew. That book was full of lots of words, F words. All right, so let's move on to, now that we've got all those F words fresh in our memory and our mind, let's go to our All About the Letter F poster. All right, so when we make our letter F, we're going to start at the top and we're going to make a long stick that goes down to our red line and stop. Start, stop. Okay, and then up here, we've got to make a short line at the top and then a short line right there in the middle. Okay, so there's our uppercase F. Kind of hard to see with our little dot there, isn't it? Or our slash. Then we need our lowercase f. And I kind of tell the kids, it's kind of like an upside down fish hook or an upside down J. And there, over and down, and there, one in the middle. Okay? So our uppercase F, let's do that again. It's 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. So our uppercase F. And then our lowercase f, it's that upside down J, and then it's 2 lines too. 1, 2. And there's our lowercase f. Now, what letter came before, I got our things messed up here. Put my paper in the wrong spot. What letter comes before the letter F? Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, what letter comes before it? You're right, the letter E. Okay, so let's make an uppercase E. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a lowercase e. All right, what letter comes after F? Well, here's our F. What comes after it? The letter G. Okay, so let's make our letter G. Uppercase G. Make this where you guys can see it a little better. And a lowercase g. And that's like a circle and a J attached to it, holding on to it, okay? And then we need an F word. Can you think of one of the ones that was in the book? How about fish? I heard someone say fish. All right, so it's F-I-S-H, fish. All right, good job. So we know the sound that the F makes. We know how to make an uppercase one and a lowercase one. We know an E comes before it, a G comes after it, and we had an F word that we remembered from our book, which was fish. Okay? Now, if you can see all this other stuff on your table, you're probably thinking, you know what? I bet Miss Penny's going to cook something. I wonder what she's going to make. Well, I'm going to make, got an apple, I've got yogurt, I've got peanut butter, I've got some honey. So you have any ideas what I might be making? I'm going to make a fruit dip. And instead of writing the recipe here, which sometimes can be kind of hard to see, I've got one that I can put down here low where I put the book, okay? We're going to go over it real fast, and then we'll go and make it, okay? So I found this recipe at eatwell101.com, and it's called peanut butter yogurt dip. We're going to need 1/3 cup of creamy peanut butter, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of honey. Okay, then we're going to put all these ingredients together in a bowl. We're going to whisk them up till they're smooth, and then we're going to serve them with our vegetables. Said it can be done with fruit and or vegetables, and I brought an apple today for the trying. Okay, so now let's get started. I've got my bowl. All right, and now it said it wanted 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Okay, so got my peanut butter. And I've got my measuring cup, which if you can look right here real quick, see 1 and the 3, we've got our fraction, 1/3 cup. So we're going to take my spatula and we're going to fill up our measuring cup with 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Okay. I'll get all that peanut, ooh, I think I got it right there. A little bit more. I happen to love peanut butter, so I think this is going to be pretty tasty. So there we have 1/3 cup of peanut butter. So we're going to scoop that out of our measuring cup as best as we can. Okay. Then the next ingredient said it wanted 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Now a container of Greek yogurt at the store was 5.3 ounces, and a cup is actually 8 ounces. So it's going to be just a little shy of the yogurt, but it's not going to make a big difference. It'll be fine, okay? Because I didn't happen to have a big container of yogurt. I just had a little one, all right? So we got our Greek yogurt. In goes almost a whole cup of Greek yogurt, okay? Get every little bit scooped out of there. It's already looking good. I mean, come on, peanut butter and yogurt, hello. All right, and the last ingredient, it wanted a tablespoon of honey. And I happen to have just a little container of honey, just the right size. And we're going to dump that out there. Dump it in there. And it's actually just a little shy of a tablespoon too, but we were short on the yogurt, and I went a little short on the peanut butter, so it's all going to work out good. We're going to eyeball it. A lot of the cooking shows that I like to watch, that's what the cooks do. Oh, let's not measure it. Let's just eyeball it. Okay, sounds good. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So we've got our peanut butter in there. We've got our Greek yogurt in there. We've got our honey. Then we have to have our fancy whisk. We're going to whisk it up. So whisk, fancy word for stirring it up. Stir it, stir it, stir it. I'm going to move over to the other camera. Stir it, stir it, stir it. We want it real smooth. Ooh, looking good, isn't it? All right, so now here's the fun part. Am I going to have peanut butter yogurt dip everywhere? No, I was careful. All right, that, boys and girls, with that being said, peanut butter yogurt dip was done. Okay, and we're going to get our apple, and then we're going to try it. Because remember, when we make it ourselves, it always tastes better when we cook it ourselves. All right, take my glasses off for that. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to tell you guys bye. I'll see you next time, because as soon as I take my mouth, I'll have a mouthful of apple and yogurt dip, and it's not polite to talk with your mouth full. So I'll see you next time, and I want you to try this dip, okay? We're going to give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't want that much dip. Really good.